What up, though? We back with another one, and boom, we up here with it today. And today's video is about how we are going to start moving towards forgiving ourselves. Because I know that I've spoken on how you have to have a commitment to yourself to be able to release that negative thinking, that negative self-talk, that negative reflection that you are putting onto yourself, because that is impacting your growth, that is hindering your growth. We have also spoken on how you gotta be you gotta have courage to be able to stand up and look at yourself in that mirror. You gotta be able to face those demons that you are hiding within. You have to be able to have courage to tell yourself enough is enough. That it is time for a change. It is time for me to step up and make the necessary changes that need to go on, because now it is time for to be responsible. That is what now is about, to be responsible. It is your responsibility to be more impactful with the things that you say, the things that you do, your actions, how you interact with others, how you speak to others, how you speak to yourself. It is time to take that responsibility to step up and be that person who you have always wanted when you were, let's say, for instance, your younger self. Even in this now moment, I've spoken on this before. Be that person that you are looking for in this moment, that you have been looking for in this moment. And that brings us to forgiving ourselves. Because how do you expect to be able to build on your self courage or build on this new impactful way of life that you are trying to live? How do you expect to accept all of your flaws and everything, that the type of person that you are and the person that you are trying to become? How do you expect to do those things if you haven't even taken the time out of your day to step up and forgive yourself? You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for all of the times that you were let down and you didn't speak up. You have to forgive yourself for all of those times where you could have chose a different path, but you didn't. Forgive yourself for those times where you beat yourself up and you didn't have to. Forgive yourself for those times when you did beat yourself up and you felt like it was necessary. Forgive yourself for all of those times where you didn't stand on your boundaries or you didn't have boundaries set in place. Forgive yourself for all of the times where you didn't step up to the plate or you fell short in some aspect or some sort of the other. Forgive yourself for all of the times where you just didn't see the bigger picture. You didn't see what could have been or what should have been or what is here now. Like, forgive yourself for all of those times where you didn't speak up, you didn't speak out, you just allowed people to just walk over you and stuff like that. Like, forgive yourself for those times when you weren't able to. Forgive yourself for all of those times where you just felt distrusting of yourself, because that is a large part of who we are as well. Like, forgive yourself for a lot of those things that you have held in. Release that stuff too. Forgive yourself for holding on to toxic behaviors and toxic traits. Like, it is time to step into a more peaceful state of mind, a more peaceful and blissful place within our lives. And you have to be able to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself truly today. Like, whatever you are holding on to, whatever you are trying to protect yourself from, forgive yourself for it. Forgive yourself for, those times where you held on to the past and you didn't want to forgive so and so because they had hurt you. Forgive that person as well as forgive yourself. We don't forget about these things, but it is a step in growth where you have to forgive yourself, because, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't all on you. It wasn't, you know, for you to hold on to that or for you to harbor that or for you to be in pain over those things. So forgive yourself truly, because, like I said, how do you expect to move forward if you are still holding on to negative traits and aspects about yourself. Like you are beating yourself up, you are talking to yourself negatively, you don't see the bigger picture, you don't see the work that you have put in, you don't see how far you have come or any of that. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not understanding and seeing the vision. Forgive yourself for the times where you felt like, oh, I could have been more, I could have done differently, like the could, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Forgive yourself for those because you here now, you still alive, you still thriving, you still are continuing to move forward. So forgive yourself. You know, God grants us the serenity to be able to forgive ourselves. You know, we are expecting God to forgive us for all of our sins when isn't within you. Like, so if you feel like you are flowing through the state of consciousness where God has, God is living, God is flourishing, God is all things, and you got that faith of a mustard seed that God will make things happen for you. So why can't you feel like God is forgiving you when you forgive yourself? How do you want God to forgive you and you can't even forgive yourself? Because again, like it comes a time when you have to step up to that plate and you gotta really look in that mirror and you gotta be like, okay, I understand now. I see exactly what everybody has been talking about and I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Say it every single day. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I forgive myself. It is time for you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself because times are hard and it's enough going on in the world already to why would you want to continue to add on to that stress and that negativity and that harm? Stress is one of the number one killers of Americans today. People in general across the world, like, so why would you want to add on to that stress? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Plain and simple. You don't need to hold on to that no longer. You don't need to feel like what you are doing or what you are saying or the impact that you have on the world that it is not seen. Forgive yourself today. Take time out of your day today to forgive yourself. No more pain, no more hurt, no more anger, no more letdowns, no more disappointments. Forgive yourself. Grant yourself peace today. You deserve it.